All right, so you ready to get it?
You were ready.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Everything conceivable.
Turn that shit up, bitch. Big face beats.
MJ shit though, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about it in the studio with the RecBoys though. It's showtime.
The hottest DJ
We're
out
ready to let the
here.
horns go, right? Okay, look. I try to tell them nobody do it like these guys, so I'll explain it with La Sicaria. Two languages so y'all can get hit both ways.
Hit for the heat.
So we don't care if you throw shade. The RecBoys got it locked again. I'm talking the hottest guests, independent artists to the executive gems.
En la calle con el show número uno.
Juno.
Poniendo la presión como el chulo de los miércoles.
That's every Wednesday at 7. We're independent from past to present to future. Don't let me lose you. The show is
You
fire.
catch wreck o get wreck. El mundo se prepare. Estamos internacional, nadie que se compare.
And they throw you the trivia, so you gotta be sharp. Chris think he know it all, so beat him and you quiet as
En
ball.
las estaciones FM, YouTube and Facebook Live. Yeah, DJ Shot and Mr. Catch wreck. Thank you for watching.
RecBoys.
Request AKA Catch Wreck.
And DJ RecBoy Shaq.
So, RecBoys? Nigga, I love you. You in my heart every day, motherfucker.
RecBoys.
The RecBoys.
I'm tapping with my guys, the RecBoys. You should tap in too.
In the studio, we're catching wreck.
What's shaking, my peoples? You already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shot, Mr. Catch Wreck. We are the RecBoys. Happy Hump Day. Happy New Year. Welcome back. It's been a long 2 weeks. How you feeling, homie? What's happening?
You already know, bro. Blessed, glad to be back. Like you said, it's feel like we've been off the show for a minute, longer than 2 weeks.
Yeah, it feels like a very long time.
Yeah, I don't know how they do all these hiatuses and shit. Like I was missing this shit crazy.
Yo, so how was your vacation? How was your holiday?
It was good. It was good.
Nice.
Can't complain.
Nice. No, holidays were dope. I did like 3 Christmases. Christmas was very long.
3 Christmases?
Yeah, dude, we do 3 Christmases. I don't know how we get it from the weekend before Christmas to Christmas Day, and Christmas Day is 2 Christmases. So, yo, it was a lot. It was dude. That drained me. Christmas drained me.
Yeah.
What's up? No. Christmas drained me.
Mentally and and monetary.
Yo, you know what? Monetary wise, I prepared early, so I started getting stuff mad early. So that I wasn't really. You get what I'm saying? Like, as I seen it and I thought it would be a good gift, I got it throughout the year. So I wasn't hit too hard. But other than that, we had a birthday yesterday. Lukey, shout out to my son Luke. Luke turned 6, dude.
Yeah, you ain't gotta tell me. I don't wanna know.
I know.
That mean you know what that mean. I don't wanna say it.
Shout out to Lukey, my oldest son. And then Sunday we taking baby boy off to school. Sunday we are dropping him off. Yeah, it's starting to hit now. Like it's really starting to be like, damn. I told him, I'm like, yo, man, you're gonna get a whole bunch of phone calls from me. Like, yo, what you doing? Like, just random, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to him, wish him the best of luck. Keep him in your prayers and thoughts.
I will tell you this to give you a little peace of mind, not only a peace of mind, just to know what's what. They got this app, Life 360. They put it on their phone. You see where they at. You know what I mean? All that. I got all that. When they driving, tell you how fast they're going in the whip. All that.
Nice.
Javinci was good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. I asked him earlier. I want to say like 2 weeks ago. I asked him. I was like, "Yo, you think they'll let me put a Ring camera in there?" And then
I wouldn't do that. But the Life 360 app is kind of dope. Like you go on it, you can see, you know what I mean. They driving and tell you they speed on it, and tell you where they, show you where they at, show you where they went. The history. You know what I mean. It's dope, super dope.
No,
but
definitely
congratulations to him. Big step. You know what I mean. That's when they turn from the boys into the little men. You know what I mean. I say men. and then they evolve and shit. But so tonight, I like we was talking with the guests before the show. It's always dope to have those reoccurring guests.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? For me, that stamps it like we doing what we supposed to do. How you look at it?
Nah, that and the fact that people actually like us. It's not that we're really like we're doing something major, because we're really just being us. You get what I'm saying? But people, our guests are cool with us. Like there's no gimmick. We don't. It's the same way we are here is the same we are in real life. You get what I'm saying? So I think they understand and they connect with the authenticity of us. So it's like it's really not an interview. It's just like a hangout section. You know what I'm saying? Like or a video phone call or something. You know, something like that.
I spoke to somebody on the phone the other day. They hit me up about some merch, and I just so happened to didn't have the size. Matter of fact, I gotta hit you up the size that they wanted, right? So we talking, and they were like, tell me a little bit more about everything. And I'm telling them about everything, and I asked them, like, how did you find us? Because I don't know him.
Right.
You know what I mean? He said, we got mad mutual people. And he started saying, I'm like, oh, okay. And as he mentioned people, I'm like, that's super dope. He's like, but what made me reach out was everything they was telling me about y'all.
Gotcha.
And I was like, that's super dope. You know what I mean? Like to know that people are out there talking good, because like I told him, I said, honestly, what separates us is that we don't sit here and talk shit about people. We're not gonna sit here and talk about what's going on with Jim Jonas and Max and 50 and Pat Poose and like. I know you want to talk about it, but that's not what this show is. Like, you know what I mean? That's not what
we keep it to the point that we need to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Like this right here is just for the artistry and that type of thing. So
like I said, it's just dope to have the reoccurring guest. And tonight, man, it was super dope to hear back from him. You know what I mean? So like, yo, what's good? I gotta get back on there. And like to know, man, listen, the people gotta tap in because the man, like I'm saying, he's working. And we gonna talk about it all tonight. You know what I mean? From producing to creating platforms that producers could get on and network and move, you know what I mean? Plus everything else that he's doing on the side. Like there's so much shit that we probably don't even see on the socials that he's doing behind the scenes, right? So without further ado, man, we got more Pain in the building.
What's up, y'all?
What's shaking, homie? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. How you guys been?
Man, we chilling. I know I'm speak for me. I'm blessed. I'm super blessed. I'm back in the studio with my guy. I missed him. People don't realize we don't really like we're homies, but our schedules are so conflicting. He's a super early riser, super early to bed guy. I'm a mid early riser, stay up late type of guy. So we don't really get to chop it up and really kick it. So for us to do this every week, it's like we look forward to it, and then to have somebody as super dope as you join us, it makes it even more fun. It's like, oh shit, look what I got to look forward to. So real quick, before we get into all of that, let everybody know who you are, just in case they've been living under a rock for the last 20 years. But
right,
that's people don't know. No, you'll be surprised, dude. But real quick, shout it out and let the people know.
Well, my name is Mark Payne Wilson. I've been in the music industry independently underground for almost 35 years now. I signed to Motown for a couple years. Worked with Mogul, Michael Bivins. I worked with Bell Biv DeVoe. I worked with a lot of individual people with Warner Brothers and Motown Records. Stepped away from the majors and then just kept doing it independently, seeking out individuals that are still known in the game, Positive K, Cool Kim, DJ Epps, what I'm saying, still doing work with them actively and still doing my own thing, you know what I mean, worldwide, trying to hit up other platforms and stuff like that outside of Instagram and YouTube, and just trying to build on those platforms and trying to, teach lessons on those platforms as well. So, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? So that's just a little short synopsis of who I am. I was in the East Coast Family video back in 1992 with my boy Finesse. That was a major break for me. So here I am, man. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys today.
Nah,
Nice. No, listen, the pleasure is ours, man.
Right.
We're in the presence of a legend for us. You get what I'm saying? Like we got into the game producing. So when we go through your resume and we seen what you've been a part of and what you've done over the years, it's super dope for us. You get what I'm saying? To have you on the show. We relate to artists because we dealt with artists. We had our own artists, but we dealing with an artist on the show after dealing with your own artist, it's kind of still the same lane. But when you deal with producers, you get what I'm saying? So we're super excited to have you. I want to, Chris, you
Y'all jump right into it.
Yo, listen, this whole AI thing, you get what I'm saying? You worked with real singers. How do you feel about it?
I understand the purpose for it. I understand why they're doing it. Because I look at it from kind of like an everyday perspective, a CSR perspective, and then I'll get into it on the music side of it. Regarding you might have people up in age that can't do certain things. And so AI, its purpose was to try to make things easier. You know what I'm saying? To try to get things done easier for them. But it pretty much backfired. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, they don't want to interact with a computer or a robot. They want to interact with real people. That's
right.
The problem is AI is not a real person with a soul. You know what I'm saying? So I can't take it seriously in the music industry because I can't hug it. You know what I'm saying? I can't give it a kiss. You know what I'm saying? I can't share emotional feelings with it. You know what I'm saying? So when you have something void of that human empathy and feeling, then you got to kind of step back and reevaluate it and say, hey, I have to take precautions because it's not a human being doing it. It's a robot. It's something that's being taught. You know what I'm saying? Something that's being shown what to do. So, to take it seriously, I don't take it seriously. You know what I mean? Because without us, without humans, it wouldn't operate. It has to be programmed to do something. So I don't take it seriously. What I take seriously is the individual people that get trapped in it. You know what I'm saying? That become lazy using it. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, well, this is what music is supposed to be, and this is what it's evolved into. And that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's really art. You know what I'm saying? Music production, art. It's something divine, something that was given to you. You know, something that you were blessed with. So to tell a robot to do it, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't have the desire or feeling or that soulful feeling of, you know what I'm saying, getting up and grinding like how we used to. It's a big difference. It's like night and day. You feel me?
Right. You know what's crazy is because I told that to Shot and I told that to a couple of artists who sent me some songs that they made through AI, and I'm like, yo, it's a good song, but there's no feeling. And right. Like, what do you mean? And I was like, I just don't feel it. Like it's like, yeah, that shit is okay, but it's missing something. You know what I mean? And
yes.
That's why I'm at with it. But so what you been up to, man, for the last, like you said, you was on 2 years ago. First of all, thank you for, I said in the intro, it's super dope to have the reoccurring guests because for me it solidifies that we're doing something right. You know what I mean? Especially somebody like you who's been in the game for all these years. You know what I mean? To want to come chop it up with us. You know what I mean? Super, and twice and now more. You know what I mean? It's super dope.
Yeah.
So what you been up to the last couple of years? What's going on with Mark Payne?
I just landed a situation with Celtic City with the Boston Celtics.
Okay.
And had a documentary that came out. I think it's on Netflix. And so the song that I did with BBD ended up in the documentary. You know what I'm saying? I think Bill Russell was like the producer of it. So that's one of the major ones that happened since I've spoken to you guys. And then I did a song with DJ Epps called Make It Hot. And it charted, you know what I'm saying? It charted on...
That joint was crazy. I heard it. That joint was crazy.
I appreciate it. And it kind of the streams went crazy. Like the first week it went to like 25,000 streams.
Nice.
It ended up Appreciate it. It ended up on the Rock the Bells radio, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of like gave me that solidification working with DJ Epps, you know what I'm saying? Continuing with, you know, his exclusive music and, you know, kind of being like the outside A&R ear person that's, you know, consistently throwing music and ideas, you know what I'm saying, at it. You feel me? And then working with City the Great. That's another up and coming artist that, you know, he's making his way. I've been working with him. You know, he's been phenomenal and, you know, in putting out records. He just dropped one with Black Nails Beats, I think. He's down with Beats and Bars.
Okay.
Rap God X. So a lot of individuals that you may know or may not know that are on the up and coming right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because my time, I wouldn't say my time has ended, but I live vicariously through other artists that's on the come up. You know what I'm saying? And I like to watch them develop and become great at what they do. So I'm always contributing to the music side of it, you know what I'm saying? Or giving them what I think is what hip hop should sound like. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So Positive K was another situation that I worked with. I dropped 2 songs with him. We was on Billboard Hip Hop, you know what I'm saying? Let me see who else. Of course, you guys know Kool Kim. Might have an opportunity to work with Eric Sermon. You know what I'm saying?
That would be crazy.
That'll be dope.
What? Those two sounds?
Yeah.
I want to know how did.
That's a new sound, by the way. Let me like, I don't know if y'all like, to merge what you two bring to the table is totally different.
Yeah.
So how that comes together is gonna be something that probably we haven't heard. So
Yeah.
it might be some Timberland type shit. Remember when that he did when he first came out? Everybody was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yes.
It might be some shit like that. My bad,
Yeah.
child.
Exactly. I did a song called Unplugged Radio called Is This Thing On, right? And it was for my radio show. And he heard it and he was like, yo, this is fire. Yo, I need this. I'm like, I can't give that to you because it's already been distributed. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's streaming. So, I mean, I can give it to you to sync on something, but I can't give it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was like, yo, your beats are dope. But I know Eric from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? From working with him on the BBD album. So, you know, I just never knew that he was paying that much attention. You feel me?
Got you.
He was
does that blow your mind sometimes? What you just said right there, like with all the work you doing, and then finally you get a confirmation somehow, some way that, yo, people know or people are listening and supporting.
Yeah, because you know you don't really pay attention. Like, okay, put it like this: when we were on the come up, right? Back in the days, in my early days, the only thing I focused on was just music. You know what I'm saying? And putting that music to tape and getting it to the right people. That's all I focused on. You know what I'm saying? I never focused on like who would like it or the people in the neighborhood that knew who I was, who would like my beats. I never focused on that. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of was always numb to who was listening and who wasn't listening. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I just focused directly on making music. And then it was always like a shock to me when people were like, yo, that's dope. And it'd be like a no-name person. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't think that they was watching. Like Easy Mo B was another person that did that. You know what I'm saying? Where my partner Finesse from the East Coast family knows him and used to bring my tapes to his crib. You know what I'm saying? And play my music for him. And he's like, yo, who's that making beats? And he's like, yo, that's my boy Mark. And he was like, oh, this dude is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I never knew it. I never knew that he was bringing my tapes to his crib. You feel me? So I would just focus, like straight focus. You know what I mean?
How do we get from BBD to City the Great?
So I met City the Great through another associate of mine named Devontae Riley, Teddy Riley's nephew.
Okay.
So I would go on the lives with him. And City would come into the lives and, you know, he would listen to the conversation and I would drop jewels, you know what I'm saying, on the conversation. And because he's so authentically hip hop, he listened and it attracted his ear to what I was saying. And then he started tuning in. to what I was doing musically, you know, instrumentals and stuff like that. And he was like, "Yo, I think I could, you know, do something to the stuff that you putting out, these instrumentals that you're putting out." And you know, I was like, you know, people always talk, they always say things. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, "All right, whatever."
Yep.
City don't play.
Yeah.
City say it, he do it.
No, so what I did was I said, you know what? I said, okay, I'm gonna give you an opportunity. Here's a beat that I want you to rock to. And then he was like, I'm doing something with Terra Van Poo, or I owe Terra Van Poo a track. Yo, can you do something for me in Terra Van Poo? So the same exact day he told me that, I dropped City Never Sleeps on him. You know what I'm saying? And we did the track with him, Terra Van Poo, and Rap God X. And it just went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I initially started rocking with him, was that he was coming into the lives and listening, and he kind of like, you know, liked the conversation. You feel me?
Nah, City is a great heel in the studio with the RecBoys. You know what I mean? It's crazy that's his name. He been on the show the last 3 years in a row. Has done the rec wrap up the last 3 years in a row. You know what I mean? His, like, listen, we did a show with him, right? He got nominated to go to the rec wrap up. The next morning, I had the video and the bars in the email. That, and you know, I'm sure you know that man is efficient. You know what I mean? So now let me ask you this: as a producer, you get a guy like City, who when he says he's gonna do something, he does it. Then you get an artist who might be just as talented as City, but don't have the drive and determination. How do you deal with that?
Then you're gonna have to. For me, it's hard because of my upbringing, like how I was trained to be as an artist and as a producer. So I look for the same qualities that I have and work ethic that I have in an individual person. If they lack that, I'm not saying that I'm not going to work with them, but I'll step back for a second and I'll pay attention to what they're doing in the areas that they're lacking in and why they're not getting to where they're supposed to be at. You know what I'm saying?
And do you help in those areas?
Yeah, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like C-Mac. I don't know if you guys know C-Mac. I did a couple of tracks with him. You know what I'm saying? He's an up-and-coming artist that's from Jacksonville, Tennessee. And he kind of needed that coaching. You know what I'm saying? He had some dope material, but he just didn't understand the branding, the marketing, the promotion, you know, the merchandising. And so I kind of like was talking with him and kind of getting into understand it's not just about, it's more than just what you're doing. You got to build a website. You know what I'm saying? You got to direct people to your real estate, your digital real estate, your digital fingerprint. You know what I'm saying? So different things that artists don't understand or they don't know, I try to fill in those gaps and I try to help them with it. And that way they can understand how to do it while they're being creative. Because a lot of individuals that are creative don't even know the business side of it. You know what I'm saying? They just put it up on, call it DistroKid and like, yo, I got my song on DistroKid and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, yo, but what do you mean? That, like, did you even sign up to these pro, you know, the PROs? Did you do X, Y, and Z? And they're like, what's that? You're like, get the fuck out of here. Like, get out of here. Like, this shit don't make no sense, man. So, all right.
Yeah.
So you work with artists, and you touched on that a little bit earlier. Like, you assisting artists in different ways. What are some of the services, for lack of better words, that you might provide that somebody can reach out to you and be like, yo, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, but I need help with.
All right, hold up. You know what? I'm gonna have to switch phones. Don't. I'm gonna drop off and I'm gonna come into my other phone because this phone is dying. Hold on.
Okay.
Right,
One second.
That will definitely work. Just hit the link. Okay, got you. Hold on. Damn, everybody. There we go.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, damn, that was quick.
All right. See, I had a backup. See that?
Yeah.
Nice. That's what it is. Chris, you want to repeat the question? See?
Shit, I forgot the question.
All right, don't even matter. I got one.
You got-
Nah, cause I be on it. Like, listen, I could talk for days. It is both of us, so I gotta share. I gotta let him get his shit up too. But what would you categorize, or what is the difference between dealing with artists back then and dealing with artists now?
There wasn't
Besides social media.
I could vibe with them back then.
Gotcha.
I could walk into a studio and I could feel their vibe. You know what I'm saying? I can interact with them physically, and I know exactly what they was looking for or what they was listening to. You know what I'm saying? I can get them to understand where I was going when it came to the mix or the sound of what I was trying to do. You feel me?
Gotcha.
To where when I walked out the studio, they had a total understanding of what I was doing and was like, Mark, I got this, man. Yo, I'm just gonna send you my lyrics and then we just get busy from there. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Compared to where you're dealing with individuals online now, where they don't really understand. It's more time to make them understand where you're going and how you want them to do it, right? And in between their jobs and things that they have to do, you know what I'm saying? It can become a detractor. So you have to try to keep up with schedules and, you know what I'm saying? And trying to get them to understand your vibe and how it's supposed to be done. That's the big difference. And then you got individuals that have more of a grind ethic where they go hard, you know what I'm saying? And they want it to happen. And you can sense that from being around them. And not just that, but they have genuine love for you too. You know what I'm saying? So that was the important thing with back in the day, was that individuals actually literally wanted to see you become successful. You know what I'm saying? Compared to where you have all this digital where people can see you can actually see the views on your content. And these are people that you know what I'm saying? That don't show you that type of love because they feel like it's a me situation. You know what I'm saying? That it's just all about me now. It's not about anyone else but me. Everybody wants to be seen. Just like everybody wanted to be on TV back in the days. Remember that? So now it's that everybody wants to be on social media and they want to be seen. So it's not a sharing, caring atmosphere. It's like pulling teeth from an elephant trying to get somebody to support you. So when you work through the difference of, okay, I understand because I know this is where I came from, then now we're in this new digital world where people don't understand where we came from, then how do you gap the two and still try to make things happen to where people are still supporting you? You feel me?
Right. As a producer, when you creating, as you created, you kind of have a vision for what you're making, right? And before you, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah, I hear you.
So as a producer, when you're creating, you kind of know what you hear on your track, right? And before you was able to create a track with an artist in the room, and you could kind of create what you felt from that artist, right? In that session. In today's time, you're making beats and kind of sending them out, right? Yes. Have you ever sent a beat out and the artist sent it back and you like, damn, this ain't just what I heard on this beat. Like this just ain't it.
Yes, multiple times. Like a young brother that I mentored was like that. Like I give him like tons of beats and he'd be like, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. I ain't feeling that. But it wasn't because the beats, and I'm not trying to beat on my own chest. I'm just kind of giving you why he felt that way. Because the sound was changing. I was giving him more boom bap records than I was giving him trap records. See what I'm saying? Gotcha. And his style switched into more of a trap sound, and I wasn't digging the trap sound. So I was giving him more boom bap. So he'd be like, yo, that's not it. That's not what I'm feeling. You need to do something different. And I refused to do that. I was like, I'm not doing no trap, you know what I'm saying, down south stuff, because that's not what I'm feeling. That's not where I'm from. I can do it, but I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's where kind of he and we didn't have a falling out, but it kind of like, I just kind of paused on him and was like, I know where he's going. I know what he's trying to do. I'm just going to, go in directions of where individuals are still respectable of that hip hop boom bap sound and still push that envelope instead of trying to, you know what I'm saying, convert and jump into some other world. You feel me?
Now, on the other token of that, so we made a beat a long time ago that we called Crown Me, right? We sat in the studio, we kind of had this whole treatment for it. We knew what we wanted out of the beat, right? And then we had an individual from South Carolina hit us up SB Haggett. He said, yo, I want the beat. So me and Shy, we weren't sure. Like, listening to his music, say, yo, damn, we don't think this is the artist that's gonna complement this beat, right? So we say, yo, let's lease it to him. Let's see what he could do on the lease. Mm-hmm. We send him the joint. He did his 1-2. He sent it back. When we heard it, we like, God damn, this ain't what we heard. But this shit is crazy. Have you had that situation?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that situation happened with Kool Kim. So Don't Talk No More, I randomly sent him that beat. I was like, yo, I think this is it. I think Kim could flip to this, because everything that I heard him do, like, he was like more underground, hardcore hip hop, wanted to be more lyrical, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like impress the underground. And I was like, Kim, I think you should do something a little more on the commercial end, but still have like a hip hop, you know what I'm saying?
Still have that feel.
Yeah. Right. So he was like, all right, bet. So I did the you know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh shit. Like, I sent it to him and he was like, yo, this is crazy. And he flipped it the same day I sent it to him.
Nice.
So I was like, yo, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? This is a good combo. You feel me? And so I gave him more content. I gave him more beats to rap to. But what happened was his schedule, he became more immersed in a lot of other things that, projects that kind of took him away from the combination that he and I was working on. You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of stepped away and was like, all right, I'm gonna give him his space and let him do what he does. You know what I mean? And just keep doing what I'm doing with all the other, you know, up and coming or people that's already there already.
Yeah. Real quick, Shaq, because I know you want to go. Salute to Kool Kim. He just got out the hospital. Rest up, you know what I mean? Do your 1-2, do what you got to do. Then his daughter fell in the hospital like the next day or the day after, you know what I mean? Yeah. So prayers out to the family and all that.
Right, right.
Has anybody ever stole your beat, sold it, got it placed, and you didn't know about it? You hear me?
Yeah, okay.
All right. So have you ever sent any beats out and then somebody else has sold your beat?
Sold my beat that I sent out?
Yeah.
But tried to pretend like it was theirs?
Yeah.
Plenty of times, man.
Really?
So, yes, plenty of times. So that's the reasons why you don't see Finesse next to me anymore.
Gotcha. Wow.
That's the answer to it. I just answered the question.
You put the fucking bow tie on it. yeah.
And that was because that's, you know, because we stumbled on some music that way. And what was crazy is we didn't take care of what we needed. We didn't see the vision. We didn't see the vision.
Well, no, let's keep it a buck. We didn't know the business enough to know that you should be, you know, registering these beats and shit before you even send them out. Like, my bad, Sean. We just didn't know enough at this time.
Right.
But, wow, that's interesting.
Yes. Yeah, he was taking my beats and he was selling. Okay, because I had moved to Atlanta, and he was still in New York. So what I was doing was I was sending my music to him via email. You know what I'm saying? And so he would tell me, send me the files to him.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? Send me the files. Send me the files.
Mark, we knew that though. We knew that.
Yeah.
So I was like, because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna front. I didn't know. So I would send him the files and send him the demos. You know what I'm saying? And the files.
Oh, you had the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, the whole nine, bro. So one day I went to New York and I went to the studio, and this girl was singing on a beat that I had sent to him. And so I'm thinking, all right, cool. You know, we about to sell this beat. You know what I'm saying? Everything is all good.
Right.
So then everybody gets hungry and he goes out to go get some pizza. And then this other cat that was in the studio, his name is Royale Bouillon. He was Color Me Bad's manager.
Okay.
He started playing beats, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, those are the beats that I sent to Finesse, right? So I didn't say anything. I was just mute, just listening to all the, you know, whatever. So Finesse leaves the studio and he does this. Shh, don't say nothing to nobody, just keep it quiet. So he leaves the studio and I'm still sitting there listening, I'm vibing. And then Royale is like, yo, these beats that Finesse is sending me is fire. And I'm like, what? Like fire? So then the girl starts singing on the track, but she was singing on all the wrong parts of the track.
Got
so she
you.
was singing the verses on the chorus parts, you know what I'm saying? And then singing the chorus parts on the verses parts. And I was like, but that's not how the beat go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Breakdown of the beat. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, this is how it's supposed to go. And he's like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
So
tell the
then-
whole structure and shit. Yo, this, yeah.
multiple beats. I'm talking about not just one, multiple beats that was playing back to back. And so he came back. Royale was so pissed off, bro. He picked up his guitar case, packed up his guitar. Ness came back in. He was like, yo, I gotta bounce. And he was like, well, what happened? He said, well, you know, my studio time ran out and I gotta handle some other business. I'll give you a holler, you know, when I'm ready to see you again.
Right.
And that's when I was like, because people would tell me, they'd be like, yo, he's taking your piece and he's selling your music. And I'm like, nah, he ain't doing that because I trusted him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when I found out he was doing it through that channel, I was like, oh, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I had to part ways because I was having these discussions that I didn't want to have with a person that I trusted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so
those are tough conversations.
Yeah, so I had to, in order to keep my peace, I had to disassociate myself from that activity. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this, as because we came across this multiple times. You make a beat that is so fire, but you don't leave room for the artist. And I know you know what I mean as a producer.
Yeah.
Right? For the ones who don't know is when you just put so much on the track and there's not enough space for the artist to fill it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has that happened to you where you like that the track is just so crazy and the artist is just like, yo, this shit is crazy, but what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
And at that point, do you change it or do you like that? Hold on, I just gotta put this away because this shit turned into something different. You know what I mean?
So yeah. So what happens is this, right? When you're just doing music and you don't have too many artists or rappers around you, you start getting into this. It's not enough in the track.
Mm-hmm.
It's not enough. It's not talking to me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because you don't have nobody else there that's rapping to it, or where you could be like, okay, well, it needs to have this much space in this part and that part.
Mm-hmm.
All you hear is the track isn't talking to me. So I gotta add more and more and more and more. And then when you finally get it to the artist, they're like, bro.
Yeah, like I'm supposed to rap on this or sing on this?
You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the breakdown at? You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, oh, well, this is what it is. And then you find yourself trying to explain to them exactly what it is. And it's like,
Yeah, that's a bad situation to be in. It's awkward
Yeah.
once you like that. You try to match it up with. It should be a natural feeling. It shouldn't be
Yeah.
no awkwardness.
yeah.
Nah,
And I had to learn that less is more. I had to learn that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Same with us. Same with us.
Yeah. No, it was wild because we had a lot of where less was more, and we didn't understand that part. So then we filled it all in, and it's
Yeah.
like there's way too much shit going on. You
Yes.
get what I'm saying? Like, so,
Mhm.
nah, that's
It's
wild.
crazy because salute to the homie Drawzilla, another producer, engineer, artist. We made a couple beats and we sent it to him, right? And he was like, "Yo, well, you need to add this here, there." And at this point, we kind of understood, like, you know, some tracks need to have more, some tracks need to have less, depending on the artist. Because in this time, we sit in the room with these artists, so we know the presence that they have. We know what we should bring to the table, right?
Mhm.
And he was like, you need to do this. And we sat there and we kind of brainstormed and even debated. Like, nah, son is bugging. Nah, son is right. How do you distinguish what is enough? Especially this day and age where you're sending the track out to the artist already done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's why, like, I try to get I try to communicate with the artist on the phone first. You know what I'm saying? And then, or I'll go to their like let me hear what your music sounds like. Let me hear what your vibe is. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the artist could be looking for something totally different. Like they could be like, that was my past vibe. I really don't want to be on that no more. I want to be on something different. So that can hang you up right there, right? You'd be like, oh man, I thought I was going to be the same thing. But or you say, all right, what are you looking for? Like what is the exact vibe that you like to rap to? And then they'll say something like, well, I kind of like the trap sound or whatever, but I don't want it too much of that. I just kind of want to have it like a little melody and whatever like that. And that kind of, if you're a really good producer, you know what I'm saying? You'll understand everything that they're saying to you.
Yeah.
And then you start basic stuff. Like you don't try to give them the illest track you got in the stash, you know what I'm saying? That you think might fit them, because people are funny. Like you send them some stuff you think is fire and they be like, that's trash. You know what I'm saying? So what you do is you be like, all right, cool. This is what I'm gonna do. Send them the basic stuff that you think they might like, or something that might vibe, you think they might vibe to. I always look at persona and I look at a person's image. You know what I'm saying? And how do you present yourself? And how do you market yourself? Like there's a kid that I'm working with now on the new album, Platinum Pain, that I just met, who's a poet. He's not a rapper, he's a poet. But his image and persona warrants a certain sound. See what I'm saying? So I was able to capture what he looks like, what the sound gave it to him, and he was like, that's perfect.
I think that's what the game is missing. What you just touched on right there. I think that's what the game is missing today. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yes. It's artist development. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much what your eyes see, what you perceive, and what you hear. A lot of people don't use that because they're spoiled on what you said earlier, AI. So when you get something that's what you're overconsumed with, right, then it takes away the natural ability to understand and know. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, wow, what happened to all? Now you have all these people talking about the same thing. What happened to artist development? How come they don't bring that back? Because they are trying to train individual people to start this new trend of AI. You know what I'm saying? To just like how when we first saw hip hop, you know what I'm saying? It was a trend. It was like, oh, this is crazy. This is the hip hop. This is, oh, you know what I'm saying? So now the AI is like that to them. But what they don't understand is that it's something that will make them less creative. And lazy. You know what I'm saying? What we have to do is we have to unlock their minds and take their mentality away from thinking that AI is what's it, and it's not. See what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. You as an individual.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of holding on to what you guys already have already. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what the sound's supposed to sound like. You know what hip hop is. You know, you understand the marketing, the brand, and everything like that. Look at Rakim. Rakim walk around like whatever, and people still calling him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we got to do the song with Rakim, because he's not even thinking about all this extra AI, and you know what I'm saying? He's like, whatever. They love me. I'm Rakim. I'm the God MC. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you're supposed to be at all times in this game. You're supposed to be authentically yourself, not hiding behind, you know what I'm saying, all these different avenues and corners and roadblocks and whatever that's going to stop your game. You got to be you. You know what I'm saying?
So before we get into the trivia, let me ask you, because I know you're doing things with producers. Like, I forget exactly what it is. If you could just talk about that a little bit.
So you said beats with producers?
Right. Like I forget if it was like classes or you was doing like an academy. I forget what I seen on it.
Yeah. So what I was gonna do, because it's kind of like I'm all over the place, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I just do so much stuff at one time. It's crazy because my ADHD kicks in and it goes crazy. But what I was gonna do was like a class, it's kind of like a hip hop class for individuals that want to learn the basics of learning music production. So it's like a master class. So if you want to kind of learn the things you already know already is what I can't teach you. What I can teach you is techniques on how to use different techniques on how to become better at what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So it was a master class at that, and not just the master class on teaching and music, but also in learning the business and what you have to do when you release a record. You know what I'm saying? That's important because a lot of people don't know. That's the first thing they do is, like I said, they upload it to DistroKid, not even going to their pros and registering it, and then it's flying off the chain, and then they're not seeing no money from it. You know what I'm saying? So, and then that's another story because a lot of these distros is grabbing the money, taking these cats' money, bro, and they don't even know that there's money sitting there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Out of 100%, they only getting 20, 30, you know, and that's if they're lucky to be able to have something tangible to have these conversations with them. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Have you thought about doing it virtual? Maybe we need to have a conversation offline because there might be a way where we could assist in that, so when you can get people all over the world in an atmosphere like this, but not live, to where if they don't. Whatever that is to be a part of it, you know what I mean?
Right.
Sure, they can't see it or what you call it, but they can potentially get it after the fact.
Let me tell you something, man. We got something that's so precious, and this has to be said. We have something that's so precious that started from nothing, where it was looked at like it was never going to go anywhere. But it had exploded to the point of where it became very prestigious, right? Now you got a lot of other different cultures that want to have it. But we are the ones that mastered it because it came from us. You understand? So you have so many individual people on the outside looking in that want to take it and reinvent it, but they cannot have it the way that we have it. You understand? Because it was authentically made specifically for us in this culture. You get it? So a lot of individual people will want to hear about what I have to say for those specific reasons. When you live and you breathe and you come up around hip hop and you know the essence of it, that's what people want to know. They don't want to know about the past records that came out and all this. They want to know about what hip hop is and what the culture is, because there's still fashion, right? There's still people breakdancing, doing head spins and you know what I'm saying, and spins and windmills. They still doing it. So the ones that know it, that truly know it, that truly have mastered it, are the diamonds in the rough, and we are the ones here in America that have it. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I was trying to start that situation. And that would be a great opportunity for us all to get into, because I think that's what the world needs. They need more information compared to stagnant information that they're not getting, that they think is hip hop when it's not.
Right. All right, so check this out. We're gonna jump into this trivia real quick.
Oh shit! What it's about tonight, Sean?
Producers. What you mean? What it's about?
Producers.
What else would it be?
Damn. All right, I gotta get ready then. All right, look, he's smiling and shit. He know he got this
one
in the bag.
He
got this one in the bag. He's like, all right, whatever.
Stop it. Listen, Chris, you know the rules. It's five questions, all multiple choice. It's really not that hard, homie. It's producers. For some reason, hold on, I gotta put them back on the screen real quick. For some reason, Chris, you be pulling shit out your ass. I don't know how you be knowing all the answers to some of this stuff, but
some of it be guessing, but I don't want to sound like I'm crazy, but like I really love, I ain't gonna say hip hop, but I really love music. Like I've been at this, listen, I'm that kid who was sitting in a room listening to music, putting fucking shit in the corner of the tape in there so I could dub the tape, so I could MC the tape, so I could try to DJ, so I could, like, I'm that kid. You know what I mean? And I grew up around all type of music. Like when I say I love music, I really love music. Like you know what I mean? So, but I get lucky a lot of the time too. I can't lie.
All right, well, we're gonna see if you get
lucky today.
All right, Mark, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Everybody at home, you know what time it is. It's on the rec trivia. Play at home, guess. Help Mark beat Chris. You already know what it is. You already know what the rules is. All right, so let's get it. First question is
Cultural Entertainment Sucker.
which producer was highlighted by Complex for Drake's Rap Play and God? A. Mike Dean. B. Or D. Pause it. I'm gonna pause it for you.
Yeah, you gotta lower the beat. I really couldn't hear what you were saying.
Okay, all right. Which producer was highlighted by Complex for Drake's Draft Day and Six God? A. Mike Dean. B. Metro Boomin. C. Kanye West. Or D. 6 Cents.
I think it's D. I'm going with D.
I would say I heard Metro Boomin's name recently. I would say B.
All right, we got Metro Boomin and we got 6 Cents. Let's get it. Go at
Probably D. It's D. I know it.
nice. All right, it's all good. It's all good. So far as 1-0. Chris,
Okay.
stuff I be talking about.
Nah, because you know what's crazy is I remember having a conversation with you about the Six God, and I really didn't appreciate it, but that Shad appreciated it more than me, and we was debating on it, and I remember looking up that track specifically,
Real funny.
and I seen who produced it. Yeah, my bad guy.
All right, smart ass. Well, let's see if you get this one. Let's go.
Nah, I gotta tell him why.
Entertainment Sucker.
Drake is Shad's cousin, so I always talk my shit. My bad guy.
Who produced Future and Fetty Wap's massive hit Trap Queen? A. Tim. Oh, you got one? You got the answer already?
No, I'm looking at all the
All
names.
right. TM88, Q Beats, Kenny Beats, or Soundwave?
I think this one is D too.
I think I'm gonna go see he can set me up and say D and it be the wrong one.
Yeah. Don't listen, because he cheats like that. He's up one. So now, yeah. Don't let him beat you in your head.
I'll go with A.
All right, TM88. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's see.
Oh, wow. Tied it up. Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. We got a game here. Third question. Let's get it. It's 1-1. All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
Cultural Entertainment Sucker.
Who produced for the Creed 2 soundtrack?
That's a good one.
A. Boy Wonder. C. BQB. C. Mike Will. Or D. Tay Q. I paused it for you, so.
I'm going with A.
Good guess. Good guess, homie. Good guess.
I think I'm gonna go with A too.
Okay. Both on the A. Let's get to it then. Let's get to it.
Because I'll be watching the credits. Is it A? Oh shit! I was gonna say Mike Will too.
I guess you didn't watch that credit, huh?
I was looking at Mike Will. I said, it's gotta be Mike Will or A.
All right. So this is our fourth question. It's still tied up 1-1. All right,
okay.
Let's go.
Cultural Entertainment
Who produced Benny the Butcher's Broken Bottles? A. Kanye West. B. The Neptunes. C. The Alchemist. Or D. Murder Beats.
I'm going C.
I go with C2, The Alchemist.
Okay, I'm just gonna let it play out then. That was a good. That's a good guess. Definitely a good guess.
I know, but I'm gonna see. You gotta always go with the first choice.
The Alchemist. Okay. I know it.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, so listen, it's tied up, right? It's 2 apiece. This is it right now. Yo, Mark, he's not gonna tell you, but if you tie, you
Why
win.
would I tell him? Why would I?
Well, right now you can just guess whatever he guesses if you don't know. So if you tie, you win. So this right here is in the books for you. You don't fumble the ball, homie. Don't. You got the win in the bag. Don't fumble. All right. It's 4-1 at the goal. All right.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Cultural entertainment, sucker.
Who produced Drake's God's Plan and Kendrick Lamar and Travis Scott's Faith God? A. Prodigy, B. Cardo, C. Weezy, or D. Just Blaze for the win?
That's a dope one.
Yeah.
I say D.
D. Just Blaze?
I say D, yeah.
I don't know. You know, it's crazy. I don't know who's. I'm going with B. I don't know who that is.
Cardo, I know. It could be Cardo too.
You want to switch? You want to go with B too? B is the win. It doesn't matter if you go.
I'm gonna go with B. I'm gonna go with B. I think it was B.
See, smart man. My man want to win. So either way, it doesn't even matter right now. So.
Yeah, right. He probably set me up and was like, Just Blaze.
Well, Just Blaze would have been, the buzzer beater off the shot.
Or Prodigy, either one.
B.
So we ended out 3 apiece, but you take it. So 3 out of 5 ain't bad. 3 out of 5 is not bad. That is not bad.
I don't even know who that guy is. I don't even know who Cardo is. That's the only reason I picked that. It's because I didn't know who he was.
You know what? But I thought it would be Prodigy because he knows them. You know what I'm saying? Like they're all affiliated with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, all of the questions was from, I want to say 2015. So all those producers were the popping producers around that time.
Yeah.
They were behind some of those biggest hits.
Yeah.
That
was dope.
You like that? You enjoyed that?
That was dope. Yeah, that was
dope. Nice. That's our pride and joy right there.
Crystal, he cheated. Crystal, what you mean? Great job. He cheated.
Yo, listen. He put you on the line, and that was it, dude.
Yeah. He did what he was supposed to do. He did what he was supposed to do.
That's it.
But this is my.
Go ahead, Chris.
I would say this is my favorite part of the show. This is our show. This is our segment we like to call Rec or Rec. REC means it's reaching everything conceivable. That's what we try to do every day. We try to get up and reach everything conceivable. Or if it's a car wreck, WRECK, that means you don't like it. You know what I mean? Shy gonna play a video, and then we're gonna be able to give our constructive criticism on the joint.
Okay.
All right. I got 2 videos that we did not play. I want to say from the first time we took off 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because I think that show we didn't do any videos either. Because I think it was just me and you, and then so I don't remember none of these videos. I don't want to waste nobody's time, but I'm going to play the videos because somebody out there spent some money to make the video. And it's up to you guys at home to judge Rec or Rec. Listen, let the people know 2026. Don't be scared. If it's not what it is, let them know. We're trying to help the people. All right. Let's help the people together. All right. So make sure you guys tell a friend, tap in the studio with the one and only Mark Pizzane. Let's go.
Cultural entertainment, sucker.
On my shit, weak people want me change my lane. I can't forget, now that I'm VIP, everybody feel my reign. Do it big for my city, do it bigger for myself. Converted pain into energy, turn my music into wealth. Said we all gonna make it, I'ma make sure that it's true. One of the few, never gonna see me try, bitch, I'm one of them people that do. Pray for the betas, they pray to these gators, we alphas. I came in this bitch with my crew, way too strong to let some bullshit come fuck up my view. Came from the bottom, aiming for the top. Eastside City, Baltimore blocks. Got our own business, now we call shots. Used to have less, now I want a lot. I came to win. I don't pretend. I get the money. And make it extend. Stay in the mix, I know how to blend. Always the topic, I know how to trend. Move like a lion when I'm in the den. Got out the trap, I know how it end. Feel like a jeweler when dropping these gems. Now I get paid when I'm moving my pen. Boss moves, all his money, my friend. After it's done, then I do it again.
What's shaking, my peoples? You already know what it is. DJ RecBoys Shop, Mr. Catch Rec, the one and only Mark Payne. Mark Payne, what you think? Is he there? Mark, you still there?
Oh, he froze up. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
That was fine.
You there? Oh, you thought it was fine, right? R-E-C-K? R-E-C?
Yeah.
Nice.
R-E-C. That was dope. His wordplay was crazy.
Right.
Now this guy over here.
Nah, exactly. I'm with him. The artist was dope. The beat to me was lackluster. That shit was missing.
Yeah.
Like I'm with him.
Yeah. He was able to capture you with his lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
He carried that track.
Yes. So if that's what a lot of artists are lacking in. They're lacking in music. You know what I'm saying? They have the ability, tonality, all that. They just don't have the right tracks to rap to. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got with Cool Kim. He didn't have all the right tracks to rap to. So I was like, yo, Kim, rap to that. And he's like, oh, I took that. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard for Cool Kim because his vocabulary is so crazy and he has so many different styles. So you know what I'm saying? So when he locks in, he needs a certain sound for him. No, absolutely.
Right. Exactly.
All right, so listen, it worked for me.
That was an REC for you, Shot?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna totally wreck it the other way. I don't it sounded better listening all the way through. I heard a snippet and I'm like, yeah, this shit might not make it.
Right.
This might, I heard a snippet and I didn't even pay attention to the words. I just heard the flow and the beat and I'm like, yeah, they might have to wreck this one. And Chris is gonna talk crazy shit about
you know what's crazy? This is the first time in history where we gonna break this in half. What I mean by that is the artist gets the REC, he reached everything conceivable. The producer gets the car wreck, like homie, and it might be the artist who made that beat. You know what I mean? And this is where you need to take advantage of these courses that Mark is talking about. He gonna provide. He gonna show you how to do all that to give it those sounds that complement what you're putting on the track.
Right, exactly. One thing Black Rob told, because I used to be that way. I used to listen to people's lyrics. I used to be like, he's trash. I just straight out, he's trash. And it could be the wackest rapper on the planet. And Black Rob, God rest his soul, used to walk with me and say, yo, I want you to do something for me, man. Stop judging people the way on how they rap and listen to everything they're saying. There could be one thing out of the whole 16 bars that might be fire that you're missing. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow. So then I literally stopped, you know what I'm saying, being that way, and was like, well, let me listen, because I hated Too Short. Hated it.
That was a rough pill to swallow, Too Short.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, let me listen to what he's saying. It's not that he's not fire. It's just that his timing is not all there. You feel me? So it's like, so I was used to people being in the gap when they rap, and you know what I'm saying, a certain tempo and flow, but he just was straight out, you know what I'm saying, just spit out his words, and it's like, I can't really get with that. You know what I'm saying? So, but then after I sat down and I listened to what he was saying, I was like, oh, he's saying some fire stuff. You know what I'm saying?
No, he definitely be spitting. He
Yeah.
you don't put out that many albums and be that long in the game off of whack lyrics. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people been vibing to Too Short, but I felt the same. I feel the same way about a lot of those guys. Like E40 is the same way.
Yeah,
like, you really break it down to what he's saying, and you be like, oh shit.
I think E40's opposite is trying to put too much in that pocket, right? You know what I mean?
But it's his flow, and people love that shit. Like you go out to
right, but it took a while to again. We come in a different era where you wanted to be what you wanted to be wasn't what wasn't out already. Now it's like, yo, that's what they're doing. I want to do. Back then it was like, I want to be something that somebody else didn't do already. I want to try something that somebody else didn't do.
But what they did was, like E40, right? He's slick though, because what he did was he hopped on other songs that were big. You know what I'm saying? And that made him bigger. You know what I'm saying? So it was like the song was already a big song, but to add him in there was kind of like oh shit, we got E40 on the track. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like they needed him. But you know, like I'm saying, like you're saying, but when I heard him, I was like, he uses a lot of words. You know what I'm saying? But it was just the fact that his presence alone on the track, because he had so many people following him and they liked his flow. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It made sense for him to be on the track. You feel me?
Right.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
So listen, we got one more. I don't know how this one is gonna do.
Oh shit! When he say that shit, that means that shit is a car wreck.
Yo, listen, I'm just telling you what it is, dude. These are all from last year. We trying to take out all the trash from 2025. Not saying that this is trash. What I'm saying is, yo, let me correct this, because the young man might watch this. And he might think
that DM is gonna explode, bro.
Yo, listen, he might think that I'm just a guy who sits on the keyboard and try to run down on me and get his feelings hurt. I don't mean like the video is trash. What I'm saying is it's taking space on my hard drive. So
but you know what? That's what this business is. These executives don't care how you feel.
Right. Like I don't care either. But what I'm saying is, I mean, because the people gonna listen. We represent the people, so the people are gonna speak for us. So you can be mad at me, but be mad at everybody else is tuned in. Right. Dude, don't just be mad at me. You know, like fuck you.
Shot has lost customers behind this segment of the show. So,
I got niggas still coming to me.
Yo, I make music, and he's a barber. He owns a barbershop, right? So they sit in his chair. He's like, yo, I make music, and Sean started talking about the show. Just send the music, and they play the show, not telling me that, yo, this is a customer. So when he played the joint, I'm giving my honest feedback. If he would have told me it was a customer, I would have gave my honest feedback regardless anyway. Yeah. And I think that show, I might have really went in on that shit because that shit was really bad. And he called me the next day. He said, yo, son don't even come to the barbershop no more. I'm like, wow. My bad.
I still haven't seen him. And I mean, but that'd be the breaks.
Wow.
I think he rapped though. And that'd be the funny thing. It's so weird because I know a lot of people do the barbershop and I know a lot of people that rap, but I always catch their videos on my timeline. They don't never send me the videos.
Yes.
You know, and it's weird energy. It's like, do you don't fuck with me or do you not want me to hear your music?
I see. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, I take it with a grain of salt, but I'd be wanting to play him on the show just to be like, this is why you didn't send it to me. You get what I'm saying? But I don't. I let him live. All right, yo, listen, we got one more video before we get Mark Payne up out of here. Let us know what you think on the other side, all right? In the studio with the RecBoys, DJ RecBoy Shot, Mr. Catch Rec, and the one and only super producer, Mark Payne in the building. All right, let's go.
Check 1, 2, motherfucking 3. Nigga can't fuck with a nigga like me. Ballin' hard in the bitch, gotta get rich. I'm ballin' hard in the bitch, trying to get rich. I'ma grind on the nigga, gotta get my paper. Nigga wanna hate a nigga, but I pull a caper. Gotta grind on the block, I gotta get mine. I gotta shine on the block, I gotta get mine. Ballin' in these streets though. Money on the block, homie, gotta move slow. I say them haters gon' hate you, niggas gon' fake you, niggas mistakes, I gotta get it.
Yeah, we're not even gonna do this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was about
no. Our rep is too much. to even allow that. Once I heard the double singing with the rapping, I'm like, yeah, and the beat, the shit wasn't even mixed right. Yeah, I said, yeah, we're not even gonna do that. We
What
gonna
was
have
the visual?
listen, I
He
can
didn't
play
know how
it
to
on
work
mute.
CapCut. He didn't even
I
know
can
how to
try
work
to
CapCut.
I can try to do it on mute, you know, but yeah, I couldn't yeah, there's certain things that we're not gonna do. We're gonna have a certain type of quality to this.
Man,
Once I heard
Mark.
the singing and the rapping and it wasn't mixed, it just sounded like somebody was talking while I'm watching the movie.
That was
Yeah, so
horrible.
yeah.
That sounded like back in the day when we had to have the antenna and shit and try to get the antenna right to make sure you heard it. That's what that shit sounded like.
Yeah, no, it was horrible.
Your homeboy could rap, but he had no rhythm.
Right.
And you was like, no, that's not how you do it.
That's not it. Oh,
right.
Man. Mark, man, I want to
Absolutely.
say thank you, you know what I mean, for taking the time to chop it up with us again. Thank you for coming, you know what I mean, coming back on the show. Let's definitely connect on that producer thing, because I think there's a way we could possibly assist in that to make it to where people from all over the world could be involved in that process, through something similar to this. You know what I mean? But anything you want to tell the people before we let you go?
Yeah, just follow me on @TheRealMarkPayne on Instagram, all over on social media, YouTube, SoundCloud, Audius. Oh, I meant to tell you guys this too. On Audius, that's like an NFT website. They drop NFTs there. You can sell coins on there too. I made top 5 under Kodak Black on that website. You know what I'm saying? Under the hip hop, charts under Kodak Black. And that was just like randomly. Like I just was like, I'm just gonna go after Audius and I'm just gonna start dropping stuff, and I just ended up on number 5.
Nice.
So Audius is another spot that if you guys join, that would be another good place to go for musicians. Like I said, you can find me all over, man. I mean, you can find me on SoundCloud, Instagram, Audio Mac. I'm putting out a new album called Platinum Pain. City of the Great's going to be on there. Mark Curry from Bad Boy. DJ Epps is going to be on the album. And I'm going to have a host of other up-and-coming artists on the album. Once again, it's called Platinum Pain. I'm trying to put that out in maybe the end of January, beginning of February, like around Valentine's Day. It's going to be a phenomenal project. And it's going to be strictly what hip-hop is supposed to sound like. We bringing back the essence of what hip-hop is. So y'all keep it tuned, keep it locked, follow me. I'm telling y'all, you will not be disappointed.
Yo, we might need a skit on that joint, Mark.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be super crazy.
Yeah, and look, I'm still recruiting a lot of other artists onto the album as well. So if you guys have any projects that you're working on, the artists that you're working on, that you want to get exposure, like I have slots open for Platinum Pain as well. You know what I'm saying? So we can, we can rock with that too, because I'm trying to get everybody that exposure. I'm trying to bring hip hop back to how it started. You feel me? And how we look out for each other, build a culture, and then keep it moving. I'm tired of hearing hip hop is dead. I don't want to hear that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's still alive, and this is how we're gonna keep it alive.
Gotcha. Nah, homie, we definitely appreciate you. This is the beginning of the year. You're the first one to set it off, so you'll probably be back. You'll probably be back before the year's over. So we appreciate you. Yo, be blessed and salute, homie.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate you guys, man. It was a pleasure being here. Happy New Year's. God bless, all right?
Same to you, man.
Safety. Right. Nice. Super dope show. You got some words for us or what? What we doing?
Nah, you already know I got some words, man. Definitely. Listen.
Let me focus up. Hold on. No,
I got do your thing. Salute to Mark Payne. Salute to City of the Great. All those guys. Salute to Crystal. You know what I mean. But like Shah said, he definitely probably gonna be back on the show. We definitely gotta chop it up with him to see how we could assist in the vision that he had. You know what I mean? Because like he said, it's all about building and growing together. But it's crazy because we touched on this a little bit on the show today. So, you know what I mean? Whatever you chasing, don't rush it. Don't compare it. Respect the process. Stay solid. Stay focused. And keep reaching everything motherfucking conceivable.
Now that's dope. Yo, I'm glad you said that because I was just telling somebody like the last 2 days. Like, whatever God has for you, they got for you. You just gotta, wait it out. When God's ready to give it to you, you're gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, it might not happen on your time, but
It
keep
never
going,
happens on
man.
your time. It
Keep
happens when it's
going.
supposed to happen. That's it. But nah, super dope show. I had a good time. Shout out to super producer the real Mark Payne. Go check him out. I know he has some instrumentals up on his YouTube page. He does the radio show on SoundCloud, so I know he's taking submissions, and he's also still working on an album which he is taking submissions from. Hit us up if you want the plug-in. All right, you already know. In the studio with the Rec Boys, DJ Rec Boy Shot, Mr. Catch Rec. Shout out City the Great. Armenian, Rain, Rap God. Yo, listen, I've heard all these guys. He has a show on SoundCloud and he plays their records and he talks about them. So I've heard the one with City. I've heard a few of different ones. Tap in. Mark Payne. I wish he would have been here to tell us the name of the radio show. But he
Oh
puts it
yeah,
up on
yeah. We didn't even get
SoundCloud.
the axe. Yeah.
Check it out. It's on Mark Payne's SoundCloud page. Check him out. Super dope producer. That is our time. We'll be back next week. You already know what it is. We love you. Be safe and deuces. We out. Easy.